boys and girls, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I'm Christine, and today we're going to play with some new e.l.f. makeup. Well, one new piece of e.l.f. makeup and a couple of new-ish pieces. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, I don't know what I'm doing with my hair right now. I'm trying some just, different styling things now that my hair is short, so I don't know. It's okay. It gets it out of my face, so that's something good. All right. So last week, e.l.f. Introduced their new e.l.f. Putty Blush. I thought these are adorable, even though the last thing in the world I need are any more blushes. I just thought this was so cute. This was $6, I think. I should know these prices better. I believe this was about $6. I picked this up and there were so many beautiful colors, but again, I have so much blush that I just couldn't justify more than one. Does this have the name on it? It's got the ingredients. I happen to know that this is in Tahiti because I just got it today and I remember seeing it on the thing, but it doesn't say anywhere that this is Tahiti. That's kind of shitty. Maybe I'll write that on there on permanent marker so that I remember it, but this is in Tahiti. I looked at this, and I wasn't sure. I have a lot of cream blushes, but this doesn't really feel like a lot of the cream blushes I have. I'm trying to dig some of my cream blushes out. Like, let's find one like this Natasha Denona. Let's compare. I know you can't feel it like I can. This is the Natasha Denona, and this has nothing to do with the way it looks. I'm just watching for feel. But this, how do I want to describe this? I don't know. It's not sticky, because that's not the word, but when I first put it on, I can feel a little bit of a grip to it. This, however, when I do this, it's very smooth, almost silicone-y, but as soon as I put it on, that feel goes away. Like if I rub my hand across this, I cannot feel where I put the putty, but I can feel this a little bit. Not that it's, even when I'm done with this, even when I put it on, it's not like it bothers me or anything like that, or you can really feel it, but just using that as kind of a baseline. Now, it all started because they've got their started out with their poreless priming putty, but I don't even think, well, you know what? They do kind of feel the same when I just put them. I guess they do. This just feels thicker and heavier. This is the primer than the blush does, which is good because I don't want my blush to feel that way. Again, it's a different product, but for a different purpose. But since it's coming from this line, I know I had a friend say like she really likes cream blushes, but she wasn't going to get it because she doesn't like the feel of the putty. I don't feel that this really feels like the putty. So, long explanation. Let's just get into this. So I have this brush that I have been using for a lot of my cream products lately. This is an Eco Tools. This is their bronzer blush. I actually tried it for bronzer. I didn't really like it, but I do like it for cream products. I want to say this was in their 360 line. It was only like $7 at Ulta, and that's regular price, not a sale price. I don't know how I want to do this. If I want to dip in like that, I'm going to do one cheek like that, and then one cheek I'm going to put it on and brush it out, because for as dark as this is in here, and as dark as this is on my finger, put it on a little bit, and then let's brush it out that way and see if it really shears out. Really, really shears out. And if you know me, I like a lot of blush. So I am definitely going to build this up a bit. Go more for that. Just been out in the winter cold, even though I don't know if I'm starting to have hot flash. I don't think I'm starting to have hot flashes because I'm hot all the time. But it's that time of year when, you know, I'm filming this, what is this, like October 29th? My husband has the heat on in the rest of the house, which means I have my window open and I'm fighting not putting the fan on because I'm just really, really warm. I'm also going to just put just a dab on my nose there. That's pretty, but it's really sheer. And I feel like I'm putting way too much on to build it up. So if you like a sheer product, this may be very good for you. But not bad. Not terrific, but not bad. Not very pigmented for as dark as it looks. Okay, the next two things I picked up, or everything else I picked up were eye products. I picked up two more of the Bite palettes. I have the green one, but I picked up this one. This is the Pumpkin Pie, and this one is the Truffle. They're so pretty, and I'm telling you guys, I don't even know. Do I want to do two different eye looks? My daughter swatched this, and this is the only problem I have with this. I wish there were a little bit of a lighter color. I would actually, this is going to sound weird because these two shimmers are gorgeous, but I almost wish one of them wasn't there and there was just a tiny bit of a lighter color for a transition. So I don't know. I've been thinking all day. I'm overthinking about what I want to do with my eyes. This is the Truffle, and this is gorgeous too. Just kind of a more of a smoky, cooler toned there. And then the third problem comes in. I also picked up this liquid eyeshadow. This is from their retro line. This is, what color is this? Flirty Birdy. And I don't think, I think this is a little too warm to go with this one. But I love the shimmers in here. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I am going to do two different eye looks though. I think that's where I'm going to take it from there. So let's start out. I'll do this eye. We'll use the Pumpkin Pie. Just so pretty. So let's take, okay, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just, I'm going to start with this color, and I don't know how pigmented these are at all. I'm going to go into it just kind of lightly into my crease and transition area. Okay, I can pull this off as a transition. Yeah, this is not as dark as I thought it was going to be. I was really worried. I'm sure it can be built up to be that way because when my daughter swatched it, it looked pretty deep, but I was worried. And I'm loving these little e.l.f. palettes. I bought one bigger e.l.f. palette, and it was okay. It was, I forget, it was like Earth and Ocean or something like that. It had greens and blues and stuff. It was okay, but it didn't speak to me the way, when I put it on, the way I thought it would. And maybe I suffered from too many choices because it was a bigger palette, but these are so nice. Just having the 4 shades. Sometimes having not as much choice is so much better if you get overwhelmed easily. But that just blended beautifully. Nothing patchy. That worked really well. So I'm pleased with that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to do the, I don't know if I've talked about it on here, the Wayne Goss eye trick. I'm going to do that with this darker one here, where for hooded eyes, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But basically he takes a brush and he coats it on both sides with the color. Then he sticks it straight into your crease, you know, where it's hooded, and you just go kind of back and forth. And okay, that went up a little higher than I thought it would. All right, maybe that, I swear I've used this trick before and it's worked, but I don't know. So let's try to do some repair work there. It's actually not that bad when I close my eyes, which is the whole point. So, but yeah, you just go back and forth like this. And then when you get to the edge where you can't because of the eye socket bone, you just take it out and go out a little bit more. Same thing with the beginning, just kind of blend it in where you want it to be blended. Okay. I do need to do some cleanup there because I didn't do such a great job, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that, I promise. All right. Now, okay, I think what I'm going to do is try not to die. I'm so warm. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get hot flashes because this is just... Unless instead of hot flashes, I'm just going to have a hot flash for that lasts like several years. Okay, I'm going to go into this more orangey one here. Just with like a packing brush. And I'm going to do that on the outer portion of my lid. Let me try it just to see how much difference I get with my finger. It does go on better with the finger, but it's not horrible without. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and try this from the Retro. Did I say that this was from the Retro Paradise collection this summer? I did not try out the whole collection, but I saw this and I thought it would look kind of nice. I'm just going to do the inner portion with this. This is almost more of a topper. But it's very pretty. I think probably next time I use this, I would use it as a topper, but I definitely wanted to try it out here for this look. Okay, let's do my under eye. Just going to take a small little liner brush into that darker brown. Not doing any like crazy eye looks or anything today. I just wanted to, you know, sometimes just a simple brown look works. I'm going to try to go in there just a little bit. I don't know if that's dark enough to create like a faux line, but I don't think so, but fall out there. And then I'm just going to take a little fluffier but a detailed brush there and go into that first tan color we used. I don't know. This might be too much, but I'm going to use that last color that we didn't use just a little bit and see how it works as inner corner. It's not what I would typically use as an inner corner, but I think it works. Okay. I like that. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I will do that. Let's go in with a little, I'll do a liner later. All right, so let's move on to the Truffle palette, which kind of gives me like ABH, I don't know if it's sultry or soft glam. I think it's a sultry palette this is more like, but this has a lot of those, you know, cooler tones that are quite popular right now. I'm going to do quite a similar look, I think. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to go in with this lighter brown here, just into my transition. Now let's try the wing gloss trick again and see if I can do it a little better this time. Oh, it's raining now with this darker color. These, as far as I can tell, do not have individual shade names, which is why I'm not using them. All right, let's see if I can do this again and not mess it up so much. That worked a little better. I tell you what, though, I really like this shade of brown. I didn't think I would like the cooler browns as much as I have been lately, but I've been playing around with them and I really do. I actually just ordered, I know it's not new at all, but that Going Coconuts palette, the cooler brown tones from Colourpop today. Today was the release of the Baby Yoda palette, and I didn't want to pay for shipping, so I thought, well, there's a couple other things I want to try. And they had the Going Coconuts and their peach palette in a bundle that was, you know, less than they normally would cost. So, hell, I'll just get those. So, I have those to play with now. Okay, I'm just going to blend out a little bit. I would really like the way those two colors look together. Again, this is where I have that problem. It just doesn't ever look right. It's, I don't know if it's, yeah, it's like, the makeup is there. It's just the shadowing from the way my eyelids fold down. It always looks a little odd. Okay, now I think I'm going to go ahead with the glitter first. Again, if I can find, here's the packing brush. Let's get the pumpkin-y shadow off of that. I'm going into this on my lid. This would be either one of these would be a very nice palette for, or any of the e.l.f. palettes would be a very nice palette for, especially for like a beginner or somebody who wants to do makeup, but they don't, one, they don't want to spend a lot of money. Two, they want to keep it simple every day. They, you know, I'm the kind of person, I can't do the same look over and over again. I need a different color. I need different placement, that kind of thing. But if you're not that kind of person, these would be perfect. And, you know, these colors here are very work appropriate if that is a thing that you need to have. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go in. What's the most detailed brush I have? Okay. I have this little detailed brush here. I am going to try to go in to the black and create a faux line. Let's see how well I can do this. It almost looks like there's some micro glitter in this black. Some on my bottom lashes. Okay, and then I'm going to try to wing it out just a little bit. And bring it down just a little bit. All right. And finally, take that detailed brush again, go back into this brown. And smoke it out a bit. So this is definitely a little smokier look, if I can say smoke just a couple more times. But that's kind of more me. But so yeah, you can definitely see cool toned, warm toned. Each palette, $3. Can't beat that. So I am really liking these. Let me go ahead and get my look cleaned up a bit. I'll put some liner and lashes on, and we'll be back to just kind of go over everything. Okay, I am back. I just finished off my eyes with, I lined on this side with the Colourpop Juniper eyeliner, and on this side with the Urban Decay 24/7 in 0. Did my lashes with Butter London's Power Up mascara, and the lip gloss I have on is the Wet n Wild. Yes, Wet n Wild Coffee Cat. And what does that say? Deja Brew? I don't know. It smells like coffee. That's all I know, and I love it. Okay, so what do I think of everything? Absolutely 100% yes on these. Love these, love these, love these, love these, love these. I don't know why I didn't pick up more before. Definitely. $3. This was decent. I need to use it more as a topper, but I mean, like, it has a beautiful, beautiful shine on that. It's really pretty. I believe this was about $5. The blush, which is the whole reason I bought everything. It looks less sheer in person than on camera, but it's still just not how I like my blush. I could probably keep building it up, but that's an awful lot of application. I'll try it a couple more times. I don't think it's necessarily a fail of a product. I just don't think it's necessarily my kind of product, or at least not yet. Like I said, I'll try it a couple times to see what I think. But, I mean, if you like a sheer product, go for it. It's not bad. All right, I think that's all I have right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check me out over on Instagram at steak_and_brush. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.